Hi, hello, namaskara. Today we are in a new place which is one of the biggest fort of Vijayanagar Empire. It's called Vellore Fort. This is fort actually built in 16th century by Vijayanagara kings, and later after the Vijayanagara kings, this is captured by Bijapur sultans, and later it went to Marathas, and then later Britishers took over this fort, and later they also prisoned Tipu Sultan and the late Sri Lankan king also. And this is a very good fort which is located in the center of Vellore city. That's just 200 kilometers from Bangalore. We can visit on any time this fort, and this is a huge fort. Also, we heard like some of the massacres of Vijayanagara last kings are done by here only. So let's see how is the fort. This is one of the old fort in Vellore. This Vellore fort now currently looks like a city. Like we can see the police station here. This fort also contains a museum and a temple called Jalakanteshwara temple inside this. And here you can see the newly built ground over here. Park also there. You can see the old trees, how big trees we are here. And you can see the people playing here. This afternoon time, so sunny, so everyone taking rest here. This is how it is looks from the inside. You can go to the temple and museum once it opens. It is easy to visit to Vellore Fort because it is in between Chennai and Bangalore. If you come to the Chennai or Bangalore, you will have a lots of train which is going to this place. If you take the Vande Bharat Express also, you can come to this Katapadi junction, and from there you will get the buses to this fort. And the interesting thing is this fort contains like church, mosque and temple, whereas mosque is now currently used by the police to police training center, whereas church and temples are still open. And also we have a museum here which is closed now. And one more interesting fact about this uh, Vellore fort is in 1806, Sipahi mutiny, what they call as uh, India's first freedom fight in 1857. Before that, only the one of the freedom fight happened against Britishers of the Britishers law in 1806, and 15 high-ranked officer and more than 100 soldiers were killed in this uh, what is they are called by Sipahi mutiny, or else we can call it as India's freedom fight. And after that, the rebellions, what they call by British or the soldiers of Indian freedom fight, are requested to Tipu Sultan's sons to take over the fight. But after that, Britishers it reaches to Britishers, and actually the Tipu Sultan's sons were captured here, and Britishers took over the Tipu Sultan's son to Calcutta. That's what the information we have here. And the museum is currently open. I'm going to visit the museum. If they allow, I'll record the things in a museum too. Otherwise, we need to find it in Google. This is the mosque which is inside the Vellore fort. This is like built in 17th century by Nawabs, and this is exactly beside of the museum. And this actually contains 13 minarets and two windows, and it is east facing. Also, it has three entries. And I also visited the museum, which are actually like 5 rupees for entrance, and 100 rupees if you want to do the videography. I have seen the few things which is unique in the museum, which are like a 12th century Nataraja Vigraha from the Cholas time, which is inside the museum. Also, we call it as a Viragallu, like symbol of victory. They used to carve a stones, and that's also there. Also, there is something called handlooms, the handlooms of India. That's also there, like how to do the things in the hand. That was the old Indian traditional dresses also there. And so unique thing is the Lambani communities dresses also there, and few more things like old stone things, like whatever built, and what are the things which is got in archaeological survey, that all are kept here. And also a few more things like which is photos of the places we can visit in Vellore district, and famous places, and few Jaina temples also there, and that's also some Jaina Tirthankaras statues also here. These are the things you can see, and also you can see the animal bones and all the few things which is uh, actually most of the kids can watch this. And this mosque we can't enter, this is closed now. So this is all about the mosque and museum. I want to tell you two interesting things about Vellore. First of them is I haven't seen a fort which consists of both like church, mosque, and temple. I have seen a lot of fort which consist of mosque and temple. Well, this is the first place I'm seeing which contains all three of them, and this is built in British era in 1846. That's actually mentioned here. And also one more fact, or one more interesting things if you want to say, in Tamil Nadu everyone say like apart from Tamil the people don't speak any other language and don't understand. But this thing not apply to Vellore. People may not understand the other language, but they try to speak in the language what you speak. Like most of the people here ask me, where are you from, if I'm not speaking in Tamil. So they ask like, do you speak Telugu or Kannada? And they are very interesting to talk in my language. And even also see the boards in the hotels and the some places which is within four or five languages usually. And also got one person which is in a ticket collector in museum. He used to speak three or four languages and he talked with me in Kannada. That's a one more good thing in Vellore I found out. This is the two facts I wanted to tell you about the Vellore, and this is the church I wanted to show you in Vellore Fort. Actually, this fort is completely covered by waters, and it has huge like walls which is can't be crossed easily. Also, it has like so many watchtowers so that it can station the guards over entire fort, so that it should be hard to attack from any side of the fort. So this is a beautiful view of the city you can see, which is in between the hills. You can see the hills in either of the side of the fort. This is a beautiful fort located in Vellore. This was the temple which I was talking from the last few times. Like this is temple called Jalakanteshwara temple, which is located in Vellore Fort, which is built by Vijayanagara King Chinna Bommanayaka, where Lord Shiva came into his dreams and told him to build a temple. So he built this temple. And this Ishwara Linga is surrounded by the water. So that's why this is called Jalakanteshwara, where Jala means water in uh, Sanskrit, Tamil, Kannada, all the languages. So in about to, I want to tell you the about architecture and show you the things, but I'm not sure is it camera allowed or not. If it is allowed, I'll show you the complete architecture of this temple. Otherwise, take a look on the temple, how it looks. Here you can see different kind of carvings. This is called Lord Brahma in the Hindu scriptures, and this is Lord Vishnu. In the top you can see Lord Shiva over there, and you can see the different kind of designs and stories in the pillars. If you see here, you can see the story of Bhakta Prahlada, like whereas Hiranyakashipu is going killed by Ugra Narasimha avatar of Vishnu. And there are so many other carvings also you can see here, and some carvings are actually got broken and some are still there. Different kinds of structures you can see here. I don't know the meaning of all, still like you can enjoy the view of these kind of pillars and the carvings over here in the mandapam of the temple. And in the top you can see the simhasana, which is called royal stage also we can say, or royal seat, which has having the different kind of structures and carvings here. This look like the some uh, total is holding all of this. This is maybe one of the they want to tell you the story of Samudra Manthana in this. I'm not sure on this part, but it looks like similar to that one. and I see the things which are here, which is come out of Samudra Mantana also. And also we have different kind of designs in all kind of pillars, and similar things you can see in Madurai and Srirangam too. This is the front side of the fort, which is actually left side of the Sri Jalakanteshwara temple. You can see here. The interesting fact is this fort is surrounded by this kind of water, and in earlier days it used to have more than 10,000 crocodiles inside the water to protect the fort. And I have entered the temple already, and I have seen inside, because there is no camera allowed inside. So I just saw few temples. Like at the entrance I saw the Ganesha temple, and the next left is also a Ganesha temple, and first it is all completely covered of mandapams. And inside I have a few more temples, such as Sri Vishnu temple, and one is Shanmukha temple, like Subramanya Swami temple, and of course a Jalakanteshwara temple, and there is one more called the Devi temple. These are the temples which is inside a temple, which typically look like a Rameshwaram for me, like mini Rameshwaram for me. This is the entire view of the fort. This is it for the That's it for the video, and for more info, like, share, subscribe my channel. Wait until next video.